Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Sage 2025 Showcase, where this time we're playing a little game about a frog. This is a demo for RUBATO, which describes itself as an experimental 2D physics-based platformer, collectathon thing. So it's an interesting genre mix, and you play as a frog, and you can tongue and, I think, grapple and move around with your tongue and stuff, and it looks pretty great, honestly. We actually saw it on a previous Sage, Charem did at least, but didn't pick it out at that time for any review because it was so early on that she wasn't sure. This looked a little more fleshed out this year, so I figured I'd take a look. I'm already digging the music, so before I begin though, if you like the video, do think about giving a like, maybe subscribing if you feel like doing that, maybe coming over to Twitch if you'd like to hang out and participate, lurking, talking, either way. Feel free to come by and just vibe with us. It's always nice to have people around. Of course, if you do want to count as a viewer, make sure to type something every now and then, because Twitch is right now not counting lurkers as viewers, which is very rude of them. So make sure to type something now and then, guys. A little emote, something, whatever, if you come by. Of course, you don't have to, but it's a good suggestion. We also have a Discord link if you'd like to head over there and chill out with us in a community. We have a coffee link if you want to help us directly monetize the content, and I very much appreciate it if you might consider it. It really does help out. We also have a merch store link if you want to check that out, and all links are in the description. But yeah, we also have here today Essler. Yay! And we also have Reese.
Hello.
Hello. So one thing I noticed right off the bat is here's a cursor. I can press it to do things in that direction. So I can press the escape key to start the game up, but I can also just kind of exist on this tile screen, which kind of makes me think of Mario Paint. Oh, there's a cat now. Oh, it broke. So if I link the, I think if I link the name of the developer, Decon, it does that. If I link, what do I link that here? I got water. I have water now. Ooh, I can swim. That makes sense. Yeah, very Mario Paint vibes. Let's look at the logo. Okay, I like. Oh, what's that thing? Is that an enemy? What's the box? Oh, I got a gem. Oh, something came out.
You are a gem.
Oh, those are enemies. They're hurting me. Bunnies. Oh no. Bunny, take that. So I can play the game, or I could just do this, I guess, if I want to. Is that watermelons? Now it's Yoshi's Island. So yeah, that will spawn random things, including enemies. So I'm already getting an idea of the gameplay just on the title screen. Tongue very powerful, does everything. Alright, let's go ahead and press the escape key. This game uses autosave. Okay. Don't quit when this icon's this way. Okay, oh, so we do have an options menu. I wasn't sure if we did. So we have file select. RUBATO's a very cute frog. I like his design. He looks a little lazy and friendly. Start the game. Maybe even play the game. Ooh. Help. Tune up the game settings. Let's take a look. I would like... Oh, you can go simpler graphics, I guess, if you need to. I want a full screen. Let's see. Patrols. I'm gonna leave those alone, but let's look... So escape... I explode with a 0 key. I guess it's an unstuck button. Most things are left mouse button and right mouse button to hold. Okay, so maybe I can drag things around with that. Test controls? Oh. Hey, cool. So I noticed one thing is that the game seems to have little lag spikes when it's trying to load things. It's doing that Unity thing and that Unreal thing where the game has to load the animation and then it like hiccups for a second. I wish more games would preload this stuff and not just load on the spot, but yeah, so I can grab and oh, I can even like do this. So I can bring it along with me. Oh. Okay. See. Oh, I also have a double jump. Okay. So the frog is a little bit slippery to move around, but that kind of makes sense for a frog. Okay, let's see. We got some physics, obviously. Let's go back out of this. What else we got? Accessibility. Invincible, bouncy pits, fast F3 tray, screen stick, vibration, hold to lick. That's very nice of them to have all those options. And the volume seems good, I think, where we have it. There's not even a volume slider there. Extras. Extra content such as the credits. Very fun. Ah, this is a good button. Okay, that's the second time in the last 2 streams, I think, where I went into the options menu and found a button that just does a sound effect. Why is this a thing? Okay, well, photo mode. What's that? That's Golden Retrievers and Rubato. It's Rubato getting a slice of pizza. It's Rubato enjoying the aquarium. It's just the clouds. I don't think there's even a Rubato. It's Rubato on a cow. It's Rubato enjoying the Eiffel Tower's nearby pool. It's a nice seaside cabin. I don't know if Rubato's here. I can't find him. It's California. Why is this a thing? It's Rubato hang gliding with somebody. It's Rubato. Hopefully not getting eaten by a pelican. Or a seagull. It's the human skeleton. Okay.
Of course.
It's Rubato and some flowers. Oh, did we loop? What is the point of this? I don't know why, but I like it. Yeah, I guess we're looping. Alright, let's go back. Why is that a thing? I wonder what the question mark is now. Let's go play the demo. Let's actually play the game. Start a new game, yeah. This is already very charming. I like the music a lot. It's good music. Strong melodies. But I must explain to you this mistaken idea that healthy pleasure and praising pain will give you a complete account. This is expounded actual teaching. This is the beginning. No one rejects dislikes voices because it's faithful. What was all that? What is all this? This is not how I expected this to start. I think it's 3D. Okay, who's that? That looked like a human. Okay, I'm intrigued. Are we ready? Don't make me wait. My schedule's packed. Okay. All systems checked. Equipment ready to make the extraction? Good. Why are you hesitating then? You are aware of your orders, hmm? Initiate destruction protocol. That doesn't sound very good. Okay. Not... Oh, we're just sleeping on the toilet? I guess. Maybe we climbed out of it? Frogs can do that. Also, we're just outside of Earth? Just in space. Oh my goodness, the planets. Rubato on his space toilet, you know? Yeah. And he's got the fern so he gets oxygen, you know? Toilet Area 0. Toiletorial. Toiletorial. Okay. Great, not again. We did... I think we fell down the toilet. Okay. Left, move left, right, move left. Wow. Yay, wow. We love jumping. Can you jump? That was a bit... That's a pun that's trying too hard, but I also like it. We love jumping. The fans want more. I appreciate that he doesn't really have a walk cycle. He just kind of moves. We love jumping so much you can do it twice. Yep, double jump. The spring. Spring. Anything down here? No, it's just a sign saying don't do this. Alright. These instruments are really something. Some of them sound like cats. As a frog, you can lick and manipulate objects, some of them at least. So lick and aim. Yep. I have a limited range, but stretches a bit when you get to it. Yep. You can pick up and carry some objects whilst licking them. Carry while sticking. Let's see. Oh, I see. So if I right-click, I can actually just kind of... Effectively, I put it on my back to make it easier to carry around. I don't have to just drag it behind me or whatever. That's good. Try stacking some stairs here. Remember, you can pick these items up. Yep. Or I could just push them. And already got 3 of them into position. Yay! Okay. So, one thing I do have a problem with the grabby is that you have to release to throw. Which basically means that you will probably throw it where you don't want it to go. It'd be nice if you could set it down, basically. I guess you can still aim it, though. I got a kind of powerful throwing arm, though. Yeah, good enough. Not all objects are lickable. Objects flash and have arrows pointing to them when they're lickable. Okay, so this one I can't. But I can still push it. Just as you can't lick it doesn't mean you can't manipulate it. Rule of thumb of life. Try licking that hook.
True.
Hehe. So when you lick a hook, it always brings you to a default amount of movement, or kind of brings you to a default distance from the hook. In some ways, not using a controller makes this harder, but I think having the free aiming for the tongue kind of matters. Let's see if you memorize everything. If you didn't, then sorry. You're stuck here for the rest of your life. That's how it works in this toilet. That's how it works in this toilet, guys. Doing alright. Hi there, Zabachi. It's going pretty good. I am a little sick today, unfortunately. You're not toilet certified. The certificate will melt you in the next 366 working days. Oh. Before you go, some toilets have NPCs. Nice, potty, cool. Make sure to say hi. That's what the NPC stands for. Nice, potty, cool. Hello. Wow, is that RUBATO? Wow. Gee golly. Am I your biggest fan? We were tube buddies, you remember, right? You don't? You don't remember your biggest fan? Not at all? Well, maybe it's because I'm a toilet, not a fan. That could be it. Alright, well. Finish up with the toiletorial and get out of here? Yeah. The heck? Was there a load droning in the game, or was that in my environment? Couldn't tell. Right, pal, it's your go now. I think there was some weird sound actually outside. At that exact moment when everything went black, so I thought it was the game. Well, that was weird. Ha! I'll take my best shot. Oh. Wait, that's all the planets. Was that why everything went whizzing by Earth? Oh no! What is going on, though? I don't get it. And that's what happened while you were in the bathroom, RUBATO. Wow, geez, you know, you gotta keep up to date on things. If you're in the bathroom a little too long, you never know what's gonna happen. The likelihood is we're all gonna die, so... Ow! So who are these gods playing pool or something. I don't know. Could have the drama queen act. Oh, was it like a demonstration? And when higher management finds out what we did? We'll find out. Well, what's higher management going to do about it, Tony? Fire us? Kill us? Wait, the Earth's still right there. Yeah? Look at security. Space police, Mikey. They're part of the company just like us. Company ain't fight about it. Nothing. Too many employees across too many planets care, I bet. What is going on? You know, I always forget the company's legal register is the company. You always forget because we've been up here. We've been here doing absolutely nothing up here. Not one assignment. I'm always skip work anyway. Barely come here, so let's just move it already. I'm bored. Hey, RUBATO, now you know why I was screaming very loudly while you were in the bathroom. Is RUBATO just part of the company too, even though he's a frog? Alright. The point is, we,
Why not?
I guess so. I kind of messed up. We all need to collectively take responsibility for my mistake. Yeah, actually, you did mess up. It was your turn, wasn't it? We might actually all die. What? How was I meant to know those cheap pool balls would be so dangerous? There you now, Mikey? Thought you weren't worried about the space police. Ouch, my chair's broken. Okay, well, there it goes. I need to replace that chair, but yeah, the space police are a big problem. Not for long, though. Listen up, everyone. I still don't understand what's actually happening. I think most of what's remaining of the solar system has fallen back to Earth. Okay. I think if we manage to collect what's left of them, we'll be able to put the planets back together again. No one will know what. So basically, he played pool with the planets and they all went away except for Earth? I guess? I don't know what happened. I don't get this. No, RUBATO, you don't have a way to I don't even have a way to contact you properly. Let me grab this from my pocket. Got the dangly cheap earphones. Yay! Make sure to get Raycon everyday earbuds. No. Those are also dangly and cheap, by the way. That way we can communicate via the internet whilst we're on the run. Technology sure is neat, huh? An email is Tony. It's not really an email, that's just a name. Tony's got a place pretty close to the city. We'll figure out everything else there. Like the crash there sometimes, usually in monster trucks. Alright, we also need to forge some legal documents, just in case we're arrested. What are we doing? Like, who are you people? How did you break the solar system? What is your deal? Where are we? We're just in a tile place in front of Earth. I don't understand what happened even. I guess the universe...
It's a classic Katamari situation.
I am so confused. Everything but Earth is gone, I guess. It's like the fake idea I use all the time to get man stuff, like sports cars. Even better, there's a clever loophole against the modern legal system. Uh-huh. Behold, my laptop! At this rate, I'm going to retire and then unretire as a lawyer. What? Okay, let's see. Write text. We did not blow up the plants. However, I may be a little silly. You heard of a guy called Mikey? He's kind of cool. And those abs, wowie. Please check the enclosed PNG for more information on those abs that are Mikey. Signed. He's right, Tony. But Mikey! Error. All text files previously installed to this computer have been destroyed. Oh, no, that's not good. That's our alibi prepped, ready to go. Now what? I think we blue screened and it didn't actually work. We run, boys. Uh-huh. Run where? We're in space, Tony. Well, how about the teleporter? I broke it. Truck? I crashed last Tuesday. I don't think you can drive a truck through space, but I don't know. How's going on out here, then? Oh. My advanced physics knowledge, I can put that to practice. I'm practically a physician. Okay. Okay, now everybody's in space but you. Wait, who's going to throw me down? Oh, I see. You're just throwing people. Okay. Well, we landed in the bakery. Oh, good. We're back to gameplay. Oh, no, we're not back to gameplay. I can't feel my face. Hey, RUBATO, we just landed. Stuck in a tree, though. Are you there? Is it... Connection lost. There's no signal here. Great, they're toast about me. So here's my core thoughts of the game. There is being silly and abstract and weird, and then there's being so confusing I lost interest. And I kind of hit that point with the story already. That was way too much talking, too. Like, I still don't understand what exactly is going on, besides, I guess the solar system got messed up besides Earth. Because he played pool. And I guess that... what I'm confused about is, if he was playing pool with the planets, then how is this an oopsie? I thought, you know, like, you're playing pool with the planets, you're probably breaking them. Like, why is he confused that he broke them? I'm confused why he's confused that he broke them. I guess.
He thought they were more durable.
You're playing pool. The whole objective is to knock them all the way around. That's gonna be cause of problems. I guess he thought they were
a pool ball before.
Also, who are they, and why do they have the ability to move the planets? So confused.
I have several questions.
I have several thousand questions. I don't feel like the game's gonna tell me. Oh.
The games just go along with it.
That's clearly a secret. Probably get down there. Just trying to figure it out. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out, maybe. But yeah, there's been, like, Katamari Damacy, though, I think it does a better job with being absolutely bizarre than this game. Because Katamari Damacy is a little bit... First off, I don't think it gave you that much dialogue before you started you playing. And second off, I don't think it cared to explain as much. Because if you're going to be inexplicable, then trying to explain while being inexplicable is kind of... Why? You know, like, I don't know why you do that. If I keep going, I can't backtrack then. I'd like to figure out that secret. Clearly there's a secret here. When I walk over to this
Katamari
area...
Damacy is basically exactly the same story in that the king was having fun and oops, destroyed all the stars. Except in Katamari Damacy, it explains that the king of the cosmos is the king of the cosmos.
Yeah, he's a giant guy that looks like he could do that, and I can take it at face value that he's the king of the cosmos because he's called the king of the cosmos and he's huge. So yeah, he's the king of the cosmos, and yeah, he can break a planet because he's the king of the cosmos and he's huge. But here we have a bunch of guys in suits, and they're playing pool, and then the planets got messed up, and they're working for the company. They're also scared of the company. So like they're not strong, I guess. They're just employees, but also just employees that can break the solar system. But also they're not even that. They're not like big or powerful. And also I don't know how playing pool was a metaphor for breaking the solar system. I'm so confused because like Katamari Damacy, it just owns its. Yeah, it's weird, but it's simple about it. I guess is what I would say.
Yeah.
But this is just like what? Okay, so I guess I'll just keep going. Yeah, I gotta say, like, it actually kind of turned me off to the game a little bit. Like, at the titles, like, you noticed at the beginning, I was actually really excited about the game. And I was even excited when we got the weird intro, like, before the talking happened, where it was, like, weird and abstract. I was all down for that. But now it kind of hit a point where I'm just like, eh. Oh, hello. This is my tutorials too. Welcome to Walking and Jumping School. Basically, it just feels like it's being weird for the sake of being weird rather than, you know, to set up a theme or something. Like, Katamari Damacy is very much thematic. It's got a energetic personality, and that weirdness embraces that energetic personality. Yeah. Come on, this hunk of garbage. Oh, RUBATO! Did you get far enough without my help? And also, like, we're also having one of those situations where our main character knows these guys already. Like, obviously, we're going into the middle of a character story. This character already knows these other guys, but we don't know them, so there's a disconnect there, too. Like, oh yeah, these guys are just talking like they know each other. I don't know what they know each other. I don't know how they know each other. I don't have a backstory.
Like, if the game told you anything, that would be nice.
Yeah, it just kind of dropped me in the middle. And, I mean, that can't be a storytelling. Immediate res is when you drop the reader into a story after, like, at a later point, and then you go back later and you explain. So they might do a backstory thing later, immediate res. But immediate res is tricky to do right, and it can be very frustrating if done wrong.
I was gonna say, honestly, they should have did, like, again, how Katamari Damacy did it, where they barely explain it and just said, alright, just go along with it.
Also, they won't shut up.
He was doing a dance. The stars are destroyed. This happens sometimes.
I dropped in a pit. they called me to tell me if I press 0, I can blow up to leave the pit. But they also won't shut up. They won't let me actually just do it. They just keep going. That's the problem. They're like, I feel like the developer's like, this dialogue's really funny. I should write a whole bunch of it, and it's not actually funny. So that's the problem. It's like it's just a bunch of dialogue. Yeah, I lost money. I get it. Life insurance, okay. I returned to the checkpoint. Got it. Like, the problem is, like, doing extra wordy dialogue instead of just getting on with the gameplay can work if it's funny. But it has to be funny. Otherwise, it's not good. It has to be, well, it has to be worth reading, I guess is the way I put it. I like encourage this up here. Okay, there. Better. Please? Also, now that I'm actually into the gameplay, it's fine, I guess. But it definitely doesn't feel like I got rewarded for sitting through a ton of dialogue by getting to play this, you know? That's what it kind of feels. So far. Okay, well... And maybe I'm being too harsh, but... Oh, it's one of those things I'm supposed to get. Apparently there's 2 here. Okay. So this is a drop-down. Whoa. Well, okay, I found the other one. There we go. Oh, no, this is a different area. So I guess it counts as... Oh, wait, how am I supposed to find all the things in an area if I could just randomly change areas and there's more? Like, there's a little display telling me there was 2 in this area, and then I drop down a pit and there's only a different one. So, like, I feel like, let's see, can I go to, like, this? Like, I guess that counts as another area, so I suppose? I don't know why. Like, normally when you're in a stage and you're like, oh, that's how many collectibles I need to get, you expect that to be throughout the stage, that many. But there's that many plus at least one more because that trash heap place counts as a separate area. So now that's not part of the display. Weird. Yeah, you see my point, right? That should have been part... Like, what I picked up should have been just a third one on this, right? Don't you think? Because all this area is, if I go down here, watch. It is Bakery Area 1 Trash Dump. I'm dropped down. There we go. Go back up. And then I'm back to Bakery Area 1, Room 2. Shouldn't... I guess... Does that mean I missed some in Room 1? Probably, right?
Probably.
So, but I don't know that. Here's a thought. What if Bakery Act 1 can just be... Oh, wait, hold on. Can I... So there's... Okay, it's actually divided into rooms here. Look at the map. So does it... So the trash heap shows up on that map? Is that an area 2 that's on the map? Oh, okay, so it's off the map. It doesn't count. It's not a map area. It's not a map area! Okay, there is a total, though. It's right here. 5... No, wait, 5... That's just an objective. It doesn't tell me how many are in the level. So, there is a map that tells me what room I'm in, except for when it doesn't, because this is a secret room, I guess? Not sure how I feel about this. Also, how do I backtrack? Oh, that's how I backtrack. Okay, so now I'm in this room. How many are in here? There's 1 in here, apparently. Okay. Alright, well, at least... So I guess... Sorry, I'm a little incorrigible here. I want to remind everyone that I'm sick and my brain is muddy and slow today. I'm basically... To put it simply, I'm kind of disabled right now. And in that sense, I would like the game to be more clear, because of... Yeah. Licking secret. Also, one thing too, they missed an opportunity here. So you see this map? They missed an opportunity. What if I could just mouse over a room to see how many are in that area? Like, that'd be kind of cool. I have a cursor. I could do that. Let's look at... Okay, here we go. Planet. Planet bits. What? What is this order? The first room's planet is near the bottom of the list. Licking secret. That's the one I just got. Okay, cool. I'm glad the planets list will not actually help me. Well, I mean, it does tell me everything in the bakery, so I guess I can pinpoint. There's miscellaneous and planets. Okay. But also there's secret rooms. Like, the trash heap is below this room, but there's no indicator of that. So I could finish a room, feel done, leave it, but actually be missing a secret. So, like, should I keep looking around this room for a secret room? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. So yeah, this is, this game could do a lot better with its conveying of information. Jeez.
Yeah, like information is a little interesting in this game.
I think I am missing something here, though, because remember that first thing where I didn't interact with the thing at the beginning, and there was something interesting going on? Here, I'll try to go back and do it. Oh, I can't... Well... Actually, I can go back here, but I have to do a weird thing. There. Okay. Well, I kind of got what I wanted. I'm doing something technical here. Hold on. I think it's moving? I mean, it's halfway in and halfway out, so I assume it can go further. You know what? Let's just try it again. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I think I need 2 small boxes in the first area. I believe. Because I'm not really sure what I need, but... Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get up there about that box for now. Or... One thing I could do is... What if I... Place that here. Also, I don't like the fact that when you pick up a box, the only way to drop it is to throw it. You have to throw it. You can't just drop it, you know? Okay, let's try something kind of weird here. Also, the fact I hop as I jump means I bump my head here. It's actually kind of awkward for a tight space.
I mean, you're a frog, but yeah, that is a little awkward.
If you're gonna have tight spaces like that, it doesn't feel very good, yeah. Okay. Now, come on. Come on. Come on. Wait, I can just... There! Alright. I got the box that I think the game wanted. Now I have 2 boxes. See, I needed 2. I think. So... Yeah, I gotta say, #1 rule of a collectathon, letting the player actually know where the things they're trying to get are, is kind of 101. Like, a proper tally that tells me where things are and doesn't make it complicated and weird. Wait, what's this? I'm pretty sure... Okay, so, like, this... You see that door over there, right? That probably is something. So how do I get over there? There's red blocks. Well, it is a collectathon, so it might be possible I need to get an ability and come back later. Because collectathons do have that, but... In addition to that, there's also this. Wait, what the heck? Oh, what the heck? Okay, guys, there were blocks down here that were indicating a secret of some sort. They're gone now. They were just below here. Where'd they go? What? What the heck? You guys remember, right? I'm not crazy. It's on footage.
Yeah.
Can I, like... It'd be great if he could throw a little lower. Okay, so I can't break them with that. Alright. Visual glitch. It was very intentional, like, symbols, though. That's very strange. Okay, I guess I'll go forward. Yeah, I don't like the design of how they did the planets, because if you want to collect them all, then this game is basically designed to make you second-guess yourself. Like, are there any here? Did I get them all? Did I get them all in this area? I don't know. I gotta look again. Like, it's real good at making a second guess with how it's designed. Which, I don't think is good, personally. So this is room 2. Am I in here? Okay. And if I drop down there, I die, so I can't go down there. Okay. I think I'm killing those things, that's good. Are they dropping? They're not dropping things. So noticing there's actually a meter on the left, 344 orbs, and it seems to be filling a very slow bar. That's not an exit, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like they have some good presentation with this game, but if I were to be completely honest, I kind of feel like the gameplay's alright, but I don't know if I like the... Listen, I know I'm a frog. I get that it makes sense that I'm hopping. But also, it makes my movement so weirdly slippery. Oh yeah, let me explain. The reason the movement is slippery is because, think about this. You know how, like, if you're playing a normal platform and you're walking back and forth on a platform, you have pretty good control, you can just turn. But you know how on a platform, if you jump, suddenly you have less control because you're in the air a little bit? So Rubato's basic movement is 50% in the air. If not longer, because he kind of hops off the ground quick. So I'm constantly...
He needs good air movement.
He needs better air movement than what he has, considering that you have no choice. It's basically a game that forces you to jump, so the air control thing is really important.
Yeah.
And I get it, he's a frog, but it doesn't make it more fun. What? Sub-Area 1, Upper Crust. Okay, how many, 2 planets, okay. Oh wait, no, I left. It's also very disorienting. The moment I leave an area, everything comes back. That also makes it hard to figure out where I'm going sometimes, I feel. Because I'm kind of, you know, like in a normal collectathon, like, let's take Banjo-Kazooie, for example. If you get some notes and you leave the stage, they will come back in the first game, but they actually changed that for the second game, because they realized that people didn't like having to recollect notes, and that it's kind of dumb. So devs, I mean, I get that I might want to collect these for, like, a currency reason or something, but... Okay, hi. This is Sub-Area. These are smaller linear challenges formed as a projection for the fallen chunks of the planets. Okay. Slices of to discover kiting time is unlimited. If you can break your fall and jump at any time. Well, good, considering I'm always in the air. That is true,
I gotta do something real fast. I'll be back in just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, the character, this is kind of a damning statement. The character's basic movement is not fun to control. Like, it's fine, it works-ish, but it doesn't feel fun to move around. You can notice my air control problems right now, actually, as I attempt to just stay in one place, but I kept going the wrong direction. Yeah, my air control is really bad. I was trying to do a little rightmost adjustment just to hit the right side of the bread, and I flew off of it. Rubato's air control sucks, actually. I also think the camera isn't very good for this, because it kind of jerks really fast. Okay, what are these patterns? I can't possibly bounce in these patterns. I don't know why they're drawing them this way. Ah, this feels so bad to bounce in this bread. Which is a weird statement, but it's still true. Okay, so... that looks like a one-way option. Whoa, what's this? Oh, okay. That's a bathtub. Hello. Glug, glug, glug. You know, humor in a video game is very appreciated. Like, I'm not going to say it's bad or anything. But I feel like if you're doing humor in a video game, you gotta make absolutely sure it's funny. And of course, taste of humor is subjective, so some people might be funny and some people not. But for me, I feel like this game isn't very funny because I'm not enjoying the rest of it, I guess, too. By the way, what I'm trying to do is just... all I want to do is hit that brown bridge, the one that's still up. Again, I'm looking for the collectibles. And it looks like if I kept going this way, I would hit a one-way path, so... So I'm just trying to get this bounce. There we go. I did it. I fell, but I hit it. That's what mattered. There we go. Oh, that's all this was here. What? Okay, that's all I get for my trouble. All right. Okay, then. Let's go over here, then. Oh, there is a way back up. Okay. Also, for a sub-area, this feels kind of big, doesn't it? Okay, so what do you want me to... Pull block down. What do you mean, pull block down? I mean, oh, I see. I can break those. I didn't quite understand that. Okay. What? I just got pushed. That was really satisfying. I love doing that for 5 minutes. You know, from a plan, level up. Fix one right now. No, they don't deserve to be fixed. This universe is broken for multiple reasons. But yeah, did you see me struggling just to get a jump out of the water? Like, this is. I see why Charem skipped this last year. Charem had a feeling of, this looks jank, and I think Charem was right. Even a year later. I do think it has some charm to it, don't get me wrong. I like the music in particular, I think it's pretty good, especially the title screen music. Also, the game made a great first impression before I started playing, but once I started playing, it changed. It's kind of weird. I actually had the most fun on the title screen, and that sounds really bizarre, but it's true. It was just silly and Mario Paint-ish. If you weren't there for it, it does a Mario Paint thing where you can interact with the title screen a lot of different ways. Also, when he does hops in the air, he, like, juts forward a little oddly, which can make it even harder to, Also forgot your loaf. Make it even harder to land. You can always find your way to heading to the top right. Okay. For here. Alright. I wouldn't say the physics is very fun, sadly. It's just your kind of basic 2D physics engine thing. And it's kind of jank and loose. But since RUBATO is also kind of jank and loose, it doesn't combine very well, you know? I'm moving a jank loose character to move jank loose physic objects, and it just doesn't feel very... It doesn't feel very tight at all. Object reverse is strange. Some objects cannot be picked up due to health, safety, and game design regulations. Local objects flash when you white and have arrows when you get near them. Cool. Could you also maybe tell me something about these blocks? Could you, like, tell me what I need to do with these? Because I'd love to know, even if it's just you need to come back with another ability. That would be nice to know. It kind of feels like this game is like, look, 2D physics, and it's like, cool, yeah, that's... You do know those have existed for a really long time in gaming, right? Like, it feels like, you know what this feels like? The game feels like it's presenting these puzzles in the physics, kind of like, you know how in Half-Life 2 is like one of the first main games that had like 3D physics? So Half-Life 2, yep. Like, especially like its first episode, had some moments where you had to be stopped for a second, like, oh, you want to move the motorbike forward? Well, look, you gotta go underwater and get these barrels, and then they float so you can push this thing up. And it's like it made you stop to do that, because, you know, and it made sense then. It made sense then because physics were new and they wanted to show them off, and I understand it.
So they did it first.
Yeah, but this feels like this game is trying to show off a little bit too, but like 2D physics are not that exciting anymore. I mean, they're fine, they're good. You can still use them for...
I made this.
By the way, I'm not saying that having 2D physics game is bad. I think that's great. It's just the way you present the puzzles, though. Like, they can't just be fun because they exist. I'm not just marveling at their existence. I need to have something that's good, too. Basically. Not to say all these puzzles are terrible, it's just, you know. Hello, Christos.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this... Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad that I, in the process of breaking the block, accidentally swung away. Alright, good. Yeah, I just don't like play... I think the problem is, I'm irritable over things that I normally wouldn't be with this game. Simply because and it's the hardest thing to explain for a video. The control side.
Like a control?
It's just everything about the character, the movement, everything they do. I don't like doing it. It feels awkward and bad. So that's just making everything else I'm doing in the game feel terrible, if that makes sense. I just clipped through this bread. Oh, I killed it. How did I kill it? I was like not able to do anything. Did I actually grab one of its projectiles? Maybe that's what I did. I don't know. Also, I feel like these arrows are getting a little excessive, by the way. Let's see. I was told to go up and right to win the level, but... to get to the next area, but I'm also looking for... 4? No, 3 now. Oh, there's one here. Damn it! It's getting really annoying! Like, I just want Rubato to stay still, for goodness sake. Okay, at least I don't have to break all of them. Oh, good. I fell way further than I meant to. Alright, well...
Just suddenly interrogation mark nursing.
Yeah, it's weird. The character, you know, I think the best way I can explain the controls is the character is at the same time stiff and floaty. Those are normally not two things to mix, but in this case it does. Stiff and floaty at the same time. I'm gonna leave that guy alone, actually. I might need a platform. Oh. Speaking of which, actually, can I... Yeah, I could just kind of take it and throw it. Wait! Gimme. I thought so! That's a long way to go just to try that. Oh, keep in mind, if I kill those enemies, then they're just gone. Well, I guess if I reset the room, they'll come back, but... I think there was red enemies a little lower. I just... That one question mark guy standing next to that could so easily have said, hey, I wonder if this needs something explosive, or... Maybe you can throw something else into it, like... That would have been good to know. Hi. Take the elevator and be real lazy. What does that mean? I'm looking for globes. Yes? This wall needs some Cheetos. It's the only way. The guy looks like Cheetos.
We'll be here for a while now.
Yes. Good afternoon. Following elevator safety protocols, we are required to show you a text box every 15 seconds. Thank you and have a nice day.
Yep, you're gonna need to click the dialog box so we progress again.
So, do you notice something that's a trend? Maybe not you, Chris, because you just joined in, but Essler. You notice how much of this game humor relies on wasting your time?
Yep.
That's why I'm not laughing. that's why it's not funny to me, I think. They are seriously doing this.
I can't imagine why.
It feels more like this feels more like humor where the joke is the developer made you do that. Made you have to sit through this. Made you have to sit through this dialogue. Made you have to do this. I went out my way to break these walls looking for a collectible. What I got instead was punished. That's great. I feel great. I'm gonna eat some snacks. Like, maybe some people would find this funny. Like, they're really abusing the player. That's kind of funny. How irreverent, right? How irreverent. But I don't think this is funny. It's just the only person that finds this funny is the developer, okay? Truly, most of the time. Maybe there's some people that find it funny, but I think this is more of a joke the developer plays on the player. Which, I mean, I guess you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend doing that if you want to keep your players.
Yep.
And it really does. I'm not even really a rage gamer, but this game is really testing me a little bit. Actually, you know what? I think I will stop because one thing we don't want to do on Sage is spend too long on a game. And this game's idea of everything is just wasting my time, then I think I'm kind of done with it.
Good.
Why is there a furry? This is the right number. I'm looking for additional financing. I just got done with the worst elevator. Stop. You ain't never figured out sweet discoveries in library research. What is... What? Is this it? What is that? Are you at fault? Is this your fault? Who are you? It's like a maze. I've been here for 4 hours, but I don't know how you get out. Just want to croissant, but it turns out they're twice as tall as me. By the way, yeah, this just took me to an area I could have gone to. So it wasn't even like my patience is rewarded by at least getting a unique collectible I wouldn't otherwise get. No, it just got here. Yeah, I think I'm done. Just to explain, by the way, Christoph, the game started by having a really weird story that didn't make any sense. All the characters were talking to each other like they knew each other, and I didn't get to get informed what they were talking about. It's like walking into the middle of a conversation between a bunch of friends and you're a stranger. That's basically what it was like. Well, anyways. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I guess I'll build a planet. So I guess I can do that. I said no last time because I was upset, but I guess I'll do it. How do I do it? Well, it gave me the option to do it, but now I can't do it. And yet there is a little red marker. Oh, here it is. Form a planet. Sure. Fix a planet, level your health up. The main mechanic, I restored Neptune. With the way this game is behaving with me, I thought I'd restore Uranus. Nice work, you fixed... Yeah, by the way, this is one of 3 other characters that our frog knows, and I don't know what their deal is, really. It's trying to do a slight Katamari thing, but it's also like... Why is that picture so JPEG? That was a really JPEG picture of that character. It's trying to do a Katamari Damacy thing, kind of, but while Katamari Damacy is weird and whimsical and doesn't overcomplicate things by throwing tons of dialogue, it just kind of lets you... It kind of just lets you sink into the weirdness, right? And play. But this game is like, we're really weird. Let's talk about it for 5 hours. And it's like, no. You've ruined the... Like, you could maybe do a weird flow thing. I think weirdness needs to flow. If you're gonna be nonsensical, then there has to be a good flow that you can get to the rhythm of. If you can't understand everything that's going on because it's weird, that's okay. As long as you can play and have a good vibe. Which I don't feel like I have here. So yeah, we're done. Unsafe progress be lost. Yeah. Yeah, it just kind of... It doesn't... I wouldn't exactly call the game mean-spirited, but it does feel like most of the humor here is just at the expense of the player. At least that's how it feels. And it feels like it's leaving the player out of, like, what's going on. It feels like it's punishing the player with time loss. It's, again, as a joke, which... Doing something mean to the player in a game can be funny, but only if the rest of the game is enjoyable to make up for it, right? A little lol troll moment can be fun if that's not most of the experience, or if the rest of the experience is nice and polished and enjoyable to play. Because if most of the game is enjoyable and then there's a troll moment, most players are actually going to laugh at that because they already understand that the game is not trying to waste their time or annoy them or troll them. So if there's just a special little troll moment, yeah, it's funny because it's not part of the norm, you know. But here, this game just seems like it wants to test the audience's patience over and over again. Sometimes intentionally and sometimes not intentionally. Though now I wonder if those unintentional times are also to test me. Like, maybe did the developer also want me to be really confused in the intro? Get really confused? Did they want the players really confused? I feel like they might want the players really confused, because they also wanted the player to lose all that time on the elevator and have to press buttons so they couldn't even AFK for a bathroom break or something to wait it out. Again, that would be a funny troll in a different game that's a lot more fun. But in this game, it's a pretty ballsy move when your players may not be engaged in the first place, you know? So yeah, RUBATO. Again, I will say, the best part of it was the title screen. That was before anything. That was weird and kind of fun, and it didn't need any dialogue to explain how it's weird. It just let me do weird things on the title screen. It acted like Mario Paint. It was kind of neat. But yeah, any thoughts from you guys?
Hey, boy.
Boy.
This game was great. It got me 2 drops that I needed.
You're not even playing it. You're playing a different game. But yeah, so what do you think? Like, you were here for the whole thing, so like, am I being too harsh?
I spent most of this looking at demons.
Okay, that's fair. I guess that's fair enough. You weren't really that focused.
From what I did see, the physics looked interesting, but also completely impossible to use.
Yeah. Especially with the character's movement not navigating around the physics well. Yeah. Mondo said, I think I fell asleep for part of it. I almost feel like that was a goal, considering the developer wanted you to ride that elevator like that. Maybe it wants you to fall asleep and disengage. That's what it feels like. I'm sure that's not actually the developer's goal. But Dev, I think you gotta rethink this. The gameplay is not fun enough to make up for all the shenanigans you're doing. That's how I put it. If the gameplay was way better, maybe that would be fine. But for an average 2D physics-ish kind of game, I really want all the characters to shut up, but I really can't stand that elevator humor at this time. Maybe it was better structured, but no. But yeah, that was RUBATO, and I don't normally have games put me in a bad mood by the end of it, but yeah, this one kind of did.